Please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the regular updates of my channel, and do not forget to like, comment and share. Hello everyone, welcome back to SaaS with ServiceNow. This is part of ITSM Implementation Mock Training. Assessment of risk is really important in change management process, because before you implement a change, if you don't assess the risk of that change, then it can definitely give severe impacts to the infrastructure or different applications of your organization. So ServiceNow gives a feature where you can configure different risk conditions. And on the basis of those conditions, if you want to populate the risk of that particular change, then you can do that. So let's see that how exactly you can configure risk conditions. So in this video, we will try to configure risk conditions. And our task would be that if outage type is outage and plant start date is today, then risk should be high. Now it might happen that you got an incident today. And for that incident, in order to resolve that incident, you have to maybe create an emergency change. And you have to implement something or solve something by doing some activity on the infrastructure right away. So in that case, you have to create emergency change. So for that, if you will perform some changes and that change, let's say, have some outage, that means risk is definitely high. So in that case, we definitely want to populate that risk on the change request. So let's see how you can configure risk conditions in ServiceNow in change request. In change management application, you have a lot of different modules to perform configurations. And if I talk about risk, so we have this risk conditions under administration. So you have this risk conditions, you click on risk conditions. So in change management application, this change application, you have this administration separator, and then you have risk conditions. Now these are out of the box conditions which we already have in our system. Now I will just click on new button. That's how you can create a new risk condition. So this is for outage risk. So I have given a name. Here we have risk will be high. Impact, if you remember, I already mentioned that you can also populate the impact automatically. I will also say impact will be medium, let's say. And if I, let's say I will put the condition that outage type is outage. And here impact will be, I would say, maybe, yeah, we can just keep medium for now, because I'm just showing you that how you can. I think it totally depends the kind of requirement you have, but you can definitely configure it from here. So what I will do, I will just make it risk high and outage like this. Outage type is outage and this impact is medium. So what I will do, I will just click save. Now this is created. So our risk condition is created. Now I will test it whether actually I'm getting this value or not. So if I click on create new, maybe I will create, let's say, okay, one condition we forgot, and that is if this change is today, that means this outage is today. So for that, I can just go to risk condition again, and I can just go to the risk, outage risk, and here I will just add another condition, because that's the main important field. Outage start is today. If that is today, then it should highlight the impact, else not. So I have saved this, and now I will go to the change. We will click on create new, and let me see all I have any change. Let's create this one. Here risk is moderate, as you can see here, risk is moderate. Now if I change this to outage, And here I select it as, let's say, today's date, and even the end date as today's. Let's say I have not put in any kind of validation, so duration validation will not be calculated yet, but you can definitely do that. So let's say it changes today only, and if I do this, and let's say I will just put test, and I will just put here test, and here I will just put test. I will just copy this one, paste, and here I will just select any CI, let's say this one. And if I create this change and I will click on save, it's emergency change, and I will just click on save. Risk is still shows moderate. It did not change. Why? The reason is because of order. So if I go to risk conditions, and that's how you can troubleshoot. So if I go to risk conditions, we have a change request here. If I check this, let's say condition, I have insufficient lead time. Let's check all these different change conditions, like risk conditions we have. Here we have plant start. No. Okay, 3 days. I think this could. So let's do one thing. Let's inactivate all these different risk conditions we have. So I will do one thing. I will inactivate this. You can basically change the order to make it work, but I'm just directly making these different risk conditions inactive. So now this won't work. So if I go to create new now, and if I select emergency change, and if I select this one, so let's say I select test, and here test, and if I select the date of today, and outage type outage, and here I will select the date, and I'm done. So we have this outage, and if I see implementation group is non-mandatory, I think we made it mandatory as part of the dictionary. We will see. I think maybe it is not mandatory for emergency change, but we can check it later, because I think things are definitely good for now. So I will do one thing. We have this risk moderate, and if I click on save, risk it still says moderate. It is not changing. So outage type is outage, and we have this 5, but today's date should be good, because today is 5 definitely as per the US time. I think whatever time we have here, but it is not changing this. Maybe because of the flow we have, because we have disabled all of the risk conditions. So I still see. Let me check. If I click on, maybe I do risk assessment, I think calculate risk. Let's do this. Absolutely, it's done. So you have populated the field values, and that's a step I forgot, that you have to click on calculate risk. So maybe as per the configuration which you have done, it was not populated automatically, but here you can see risk is now high and impact is medium. So that's how you have to click on that button, calculate risk, and then you have to check that whether that particular values have been updated or not as per the values you have provided in risk conditions. So you can clearly see here, because it says that, hey, based on the calculation, risk has been set to high and impact has been set to medium. And if I click on view details, I'm sure it will tell me about, yes, it's on the basis of risk condition rules. And if I think it doesn't show me which risk it is talking about, but that's totally fine. I can just close this, but overall it worked. That's how you can configure risk conditions in change request in change management. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and comment, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a great day.